What is going on, everyone? It's Tyler from Bullseye Investing here, and let's just jump straight into the topic of today's video, which is Virgin Galactic Stock. I'm going to be talking and breaking down my thought process on this stock. And I've talked about Virgin Galactic quite a bit on this channel. This isn't even all the videos that I've talked about Virgin Galactic. And that's because, as we know, there's been a rocky ride with this stock, and there was always stuff to talk about, and still now, with new news coming up or people acting irrationally and us taking advantage of that irrationality. And so today, we're going to go deep into my thought process when it comes into Virgin Galactic stock now. Let's go back to our chart. We see ups and downs and spikes, then plummets, then spikes, then plummets, but there's been one main driving force, one main correlation we can look at when examining the graphs, our long awaited test flight. And I've covered this in great detail in some of my other videos, so I'll just give a summary now so that we can move on to the other stuff of the video. Once again, moving back to our chart, we can see how the price builds up in anticipation of a test flight, then dissipates as it gets postponed. And there's been three main times this happened to varying degrees. And if you've been following the channel, you know that we've made a tidy profit selling when the market gets too hyped up and buying when the market gets pushed down again. Of course, I didn't move in and out of my full position every time, but enough to capitalize well on the volatility and irrationality of this stock. And in my last video on Virgin Galactic, I stated that the stock could go up or down leading into May, but one thing that I was relatively sure of was that in May, the stock would go up again because of the test flight following the same pattern. But also, if that test flight got postponed again, I would have to strongly reconsider my stance on Virgin Galactic. I wouldn't believe in the scheduling of the company as much, and it would be pretty much the last straw. Though, that is a discussion for another day if that does actually happen. And of course, there's another risk factor to factor in, such as a failed test flight, which was just slam Virgin Galactic. And I think this is highly unlikely, especially since if there's anything good that came out of the postponing of the test flight, is that Virgin has proven that they're safe and won't take any risks at all with this test flight. So there's risks involved with buying the stock based on the previous pattern of timing the test flights, because even with a good track record, there's no guarantee that it'll work this time. But let's move away from this test flight topic for a bit to talk about another facet of Virgin Galactic stock for now. The speculative mess that was surely the result of the ETF, as I highlighted in this video. That you shouldn't have bought Virgin Galactic stock just based on the new ETF. It popped 20% that morning, so I released this early morning video saying that there's no reason that it should just go up this much based on the new ETF. And of course, that hurt investors now. And of course, this looks pretty bad too, with two influential people selling stock in their own company, right? But there's some kind of anti-hype going on with Virgin Galactic stock. Everyone's feeling bad about the stock, and at the very least, we still have the test flight scheduled, which means that there are still good things to come for the stock, in my opinion. And of course, as I mentioned before, this is risky, okay? It could plummet before doubling, but I'm willing to play the chances for this stock, and I think you should too after I did all my analyzation. Ultimately, the delayed test flights are annoying, sure, but with a long-term company like Virgin Galactic, they don't mean very much. And sure, it's scary that the top names are selling, but we have to realize that that doesn't change the underlying company. And with that, I thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already, like the video, and let me know what you think in the comment sections below.